Zoro will have to cut down Sanji, his best friend, to become the world's strongest swordsman. When Oda first mentioned that a Straw Hat would die before the series ended, I think most of us thought Usopp because he'd have to die to accomplish his dream. Some of us probably thought Luffy because he's the main character. Plot armor would probably bring him back. But in Elbaf, we've learned so much about the ancient history, Imu's powers, Holy Knights, Loki. By the way, a lot of people think Loki's gonna join the crew. He will, but as Sanji's replacement. Firstly, what did we just see in Elbaf? Imu just proclaimed Dory and Bragi the new kings of Elbaf and is using a devil's contract to control them. It's safe to assume this Domi Reversi or devil's contract power was also used on King Harold, which is why Loki had to slay his own father. And we've got even more evidence that Imu has used this power to take control over the king that ruled over the island in the West Blue that Brook is from. Which, by the way, crazy parallel to Doflamingo, but this means that royalty is not safe. And the not safe royalty I'm referring to is Sanji. We can't forget Sanji's the Prince of Germa, and ever since he put that raid suit on, he's been worried about losing his mind. We see this in Wano when he flat out tells Zoro to kill him if he's not in his right mind after fighting Queen. I know you guys see it now. That was Oda foreshadowing to Imu taking control of Sanji, and which Straw Hat, when push comes to shove, would be able to make the hard decision of killing his best friend. Folks, the answer is right in front of us. Zoro. This is extremely key to him becoming the world's strongest swordsman. When we compare the height of Zoro and Sanji, we notice Zoro is 1 centimeter taller. Just like with Shanks and Mihawk, and Shanks being 1 centimeter taller. Now, this also means that Shamrock, being Shanks' twin, would also be 1 centimeter taller than Mihawk. I bring this up because height here is not symbolizing the strength difference between the two rivals, it's symbolizing the will. The will to cut down your best friend when you know he's in the wrong or has lost his way. That is why I brought up both Shanks and Shamrock, because a lot of us believe that Mihawk was a god's knight. I mean, Dracul, Mihawk. Dracul literally means son of the devil, son of Imu. But Shanks and Shamrock both being alive right now shows Mihawk's inability to choose a side in this war. And that is why he is so set on just being peaceful in his castle, alone. That is why he's 1 centimeter shorter than both of them. Zoro is 1 centimeter taller than Sanji because he will be forced to make the decision to kill his best friend. That is what will put him above Mihawk in terms of strength, because he had the will to decide. Do I think he'll be permadead? No. This is One Piece, and there's a perfectly logical explanation for him to survive, and that's the triggering of Chopper's Forest God Devil Fruit awakening, and he will be revived. Or there's also the option of the whole Vegapunk method. Honestly, there's a lot of ways for people to just not die in One Piece. But if Sanji survives, is there even a reason for Loki to join the crew? Yes, many. Not only does he parallel Luffy with the whole Sun God thing and his love for meat, pause, he parallels Zoro in the way that Luffy met him chained up to a tree. He even parallels Sanji himself, both being outcast princes with daddy issues. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.